Good morning, and welcome back to the Homeschool Library. This is Brad, coming to you from the Little Green Schoolhouse, and as always, glad to have you aboard. So if you saw this video, which I'm assuming that you did because you're here, you know that I made the claim that this video isn't going to be for everyone. If you clicked on this video, and again, you're currently here watching, I'm going to assume that you're okay with that and want to see where we're going from here. So thank you for that. I hope that you stick around with me as I present this one to you. I can't say that my channel has been around long enough to say that I've talked a lot about anything. But one thing that I have mentioned frequently in our homeschooling journey here and in building up the library with that intent is that we aim to provide our children and whatever preschoolers come in and out of the Little Green Schoolhouse here, we want to set them up and provide them with a classical education. And what we mean by that is to provide them as well-rounded an education as we are able to provide. And give them the resources that in whatever we may not be able to provide ourselves, that they can continue to learn, and give them the desire and show them how significant, how important, and how special it is to continue to learn. Even after we graduate at every level, that there is no end to the learning that you can achieve for yourself. Well, with that in mind, it needs to be a discussion that, and I think we all know this, but I can say that for my own time growing up in public school, I didn't always get this. And I think it's only gotten worse. Not everywhere, certainly. Your mileage may vary on where you stand with public education. But it doesn't always really provide you with what you need at every level that you're at. I'll try to simplify that just a little bit. In our experience, and in my experience specifically, in order to learn, you have to be able to know. You have to know things in order to expand that. For example, you can't learn or discuss history until you know some basic biographies, like some names of people, events that they were involved in. You can't learn mathematics until you know the basic principles, the basic processes. You can't learn science until you know some basic rules. You need to know observation before you can do any predictions. Very, very simple in that regard. One thing that we struggle with, and if you have kids or you've seen parents with kids, you know how this works. Little kids, especially as they come to school for the first time, they're separated from their parents. It's a brand new environment. They've never experienced anything like this. So they have to know certain basic principles of, this is something that's happening now. Eventually, I'll go back to the rest of my life, and this isn't just a major change out of nowhere all of a sudden. Invariably, every time we have a new little preschooler coming into the school here, and their parents leave, the kids they can't learn anything for that first day because it's so new. They know that their parents are still out there, but Or if you take kids to daycare, or drop them off at Sunday school and you go to church, whatever the situation may be. If you go out for a date night and leave your kids with a babysitter, that they have to know that you're coming back. This is something that's going to happen in their life now. And the more repetition and such that you have with that, eventually they'll be able to predict an outcome. They know that their parents are coming back. They know that when they do their work today, they'll be rewarded later. The knowledge and repetition is what's important in the early stages before they can start making those predictions and have any kind of understanding of what's going to be happening later on down the road. I hope I've made some kind of sense of that. I'm no public speaker, certainly no lecturer on the educational process, but that's our understanding, that's the route that we're running with. So with all of that in mind, there is a specific book that we absolutely love here in the Little Green Schoolhouse. We've used it for a couple of years now. We start every day with it in the new kids that are coming in. We actually use it multiple times, kind of over the first month, really. And it's this one here. It is My First Day of School. I love this book. It's so good. It's a story about new beginnings. So through this, it's more than just about your first day of school. It's about learning that new experiences and new challenges that you have as a little person, they can be good things. And you start to see the rewards that pay off from that. This is by Autumn Publishing. I don't know anything about them. It's a nice book. It's very kid-friendly, hardback, but it's like a soft hardback. It's a cushy hardback, very good for little hands. It is the illustrations, which I love in here, are James Newman Gray, and it is written by Marnie Willow. Published in 2018 by Igloo Books. Igloo Books. I guess the distributor is Autumn Publishing. I don't know. Autumn Publishing from igloobooks.com. So look them up if you want to find this book. It's really great. The illustrations, again, are so fun. They kind of pop off the page there. It's Raccoon's first day. He's excited but jumpy too. From the bus ride to circle time, he can't wait to get to school. And the whole story is this young little raccoon. He gets on the bus. He meets his first friend who's telling him that it's going to be good. Like, I go to school tomorrow. Mom says it'll be fun, but all the big kids go there, and I think I'm too young. I'm sure I'm not ready. I don't know what to bring. Mom says she has a list, so we remember everything. So the kids are learning about making a list. We've got a hard copy of things that we're going to do. We learn how to make a plan and stick to the plan. And when we stick to the plan, everything should go well. It certainly make life easier. I'm still not feeling ready. It's a long, long way to go. The bus driver might forget the way and get us lost, Yeah, it's all in verse because kids. Mom says the driver knows the way. He's never been lost before. So we're learning that repetition, patterns. The bus driver's here every day. He knows what's going on. He's going to take care of you. Things like that. And I'm not going to go through the whole book, but it shows that little raccoon, he's learning all these processes that all of the other kids have been doing, and they survive. It's okay. And by the end of the day, he's learned so much. He's had accidents, but that's okay. Things happen. They get to playtime. That's something that we do a lot here in our homeschooling. That's the great thing about homeschooling. It's not just recess. You go out there and play on the corporate playground. They're here. It's their home. They can go explore during part of the year. They go out there. They work in the garden. They pick their vegetables. They go out and do the chores. They'll make sure that cats have food. Check the traps. And of course, we've got a schoolyard right out here on the other side of the wall that we've built. It's their own playground, fenced in, everything. They take care of that. They maintain it. They keep it clean, and they play. Most importantly, they'll run back to the house, or we've got a little refrigerator in here. They'll get their snacks. It's life. It's their daily life, but we've just added school to it. You see, and that has been our goal. In here, I got to get to the end here. Looks actually longer than I remember. And so he goes through his school day, a little raccoon, and suddenly it's time to go. We all get on the bus. When we get home, Mom's waiting. I say, Mom, don't make a fuss. I'm a school kid now, you see. I'm too grown up for this. Mom laughs at me, I don't know why, and gives me a great big kiss. So at the end of the day, little raccoon, he's learned that it's great to learn. New experiences are awesome when you can come back and it's in a relatively controlled environment, which education, certainly at this age, should be. And when he comes back, he's become a better person, or in this case, a better raccoon, than when he got on the bus that first day. All of those worries, we learn the repetition, things that happen every day. We start with that baseline. That's why we read this book multiple times, so that when these little preschoolers come in, who are 3, 4 years old, they learn that they're going to get the same thing, and they're able to share their experiences with little raccoon here. They can identify with that, and then they go home, and every day it becomes more fun, it becomes better, and eventually they forget about the book entirely until the next year when we come back and start reading it again. So even though we talk about, or I talk about, a lot of maybe upper grade type books here, books that I'd never give my kindergartner, not even my third grader, just yet. I'm in the middle of reading Thomas More's Utopia right now. Wonderful book. My 8-year-old, he's not going to get anything out of that. But he sees Dad reading it, and he's already asking questions like, you know what, hey, Dad, is this something that we can read together? Like, sure. And we'll read little bits of some of those books for him until his eyes glaze over, roll back in his head, he gets bored and leaves. And that's fine. He's not ready for that. He's a little too old for this one. But the fact that he's gone through this book multiple times, he can serve as an example for some of the younger kids to show that, look, he's gone through all this. He's still here. He's doing good. Look at how much more he's learned than where we're at. And it's all got to start here. And it doesn't have to be this book. I'm just showing you this as an example for how we teach our little ones. And I personally, even though I'm reading obviously much higher level stuff, as most adults can and should, I have a ball with these. I really do. And no homeschool library, no library that you have with kids have access to should be without something like this. I would highly recommend this one specifically, but if you've got another one of similar extraction, use that. That's great too. I just wanted to show you ours and give you more a broader cross section of what we've got going on here at the homeschool library. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned. Who knows what's going to come up next? I'm not even sure what the next video is going to be about yet, but I hope that you come back and we'll experience it together. So in the meantime, I'm going to take off. I'm going to start my day. See you next time. Have a great one. Brad out.